So, you want to start speaking real, everyday Japanese, right? The kind of stuff you can actually use, like ordering food or just talking about your day. Well, it all starts with this one thing, the polite Masu verb form. Seriously, if you master this, you've basically unlocked the foundation of Japanese conversation. So let's dive right in.
I mean, that's the dream, isn't it? To actually use the language in real-life situations, to connect with people. And that's exactly what we're going to get you doing.
And here's the best part, the big secret. You don't have to go and memorize a billion different rules. To get you started having actual conversations, it really all boils down to getting a handle on this one single foundational verb form.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. That word, conjugation, it sounds super intimidating, right? But trust me, the entire system for polite Japanese verbs, the whole shebang, it breaks down into just 3 simple, predictable groups. Once you see the pattern, you've pretty much cracked the code.
And here they are, the big 3, ru verbs, u verbs, and a tiny little group of irregulars. That's the whole system. So let's just tackle them one by one, and we'll start with the easiest of the bunch.
First up to the plate, we have group 1, the ru verbs. We're starting here for a very good reason. The rule is so unbelievably simple, you are literally going to be using it in like the next 30 seconds, no joke.
Okay, get ready for this. The rule could not be simpler. Think of it like a quick little swap. For any of these ru verbs, you just chop off the final ru at the end and plug in masu. That is it.
All right, let's take a real-world example. Taberu, which, you probably know, means to eat. We start with the dictionary form, taberu, we drop that final ru, and we pop mas right on the end. And boom, it becomes tabemasu. Just like that, you can now politely say, I eat in Japanese. See? Simple.
And the cool thing is, this pattern works every single time for these ru verbs. So, miru, to see, becomes mimasu. Okiru, to get up, becomes okimasu. Neru, to sleep, becomes nemasu. It's that consistent, that reliable. It just works.
All right, see? One group down, no sweat. You ready for the next one? Let's move on to group 2, the u verbs. The logic here is almost exactly the same, just with one tiny, easy little twist.
So here's the deal with these guys. U verbs all end on an u vowel sound. Think ku, mu, or su. To make it polite, all you do is shift that vowel from the u sound to an I sound. So that u becomes i, and then you just tack on masu at the end.
Let's look at the verb kaku, which means to write. The last character is ku. So we take that u sound and we shift it to an I sound, turning ku into ki. Now we just add masu. So kaku becomes kakimasu. You can now say I write. You're doing it.
Let's really lock this pattern in, okay? So yomu, to read, becomes yomimasu. Hanasu, to speak, becomes hanashimasu. And iku, to go, becomes ikimasu. You see the pattern? That final u sound always transforms into that e sound before you add masu.
And just like that, we are at the final group, group 3, the irregulars. And I've got the best news for you. You ready? For this form in the entire Japanese language, there are only 2. That's it, just 2. You don't even have to learn a rule, you just have to remember 2 little words.
And here are the 2 rebels of the group. Suru, which means to do, becomes shimasu. And kuru, which means to come, becomes kimasu. Just lock those 2 into your brain, shimasu and kimasu, and that's it. You've officially conquered all 3 Japanese verb groups for the polite form.
Okay, but wait, there's more. Let me give you a little pro tip for suru. Think of it like a superverb, a cheat code. You can stick it on the end of all kinds of nouns to instantly create new verbs. For example, benkyu is the noun for study. Slap suru on the end, and you get benkyo suru, the verb to study. And how do you make it polite? The rule is exactly the same. It becomes benkyo shimasu.
All right, theory time is over. You've got the rules, you know the system. Let's put it into action and really see what you can do. Ready for a quick little challenge?
Okay, first one up, nomu, to drink. Take a second, think about it. It ends in mu. So what group is it in? What's the rule? I'll give you a moment.
Did you get it? It's nomimasu. Yes, nomu is a u verb, so that sound just flips to me. See? You got this. Excellent work.
Okay, round 2. Let's see if you were paying attention to that little pro tip. How do you conjugate benkyo suru?
You got it. It's benkyo shimasu. That's our irregular suru just doing its thing.
You are doing great. This is awesome.
All right, this is the big one, the final boss. Let's actually build a real sentence from scratch. You need hon for books, and you need our verb yomu for to read. How would you put that all together to say, I read books, in polite Japanese?
And the answer is hon o yomimasu. How amazing is that? You took a noun, you took a verb, you applied the rule we just learned, and you just built a complete, correct, polite Japanese sentence. That's huge.
So let's do a super quick recap of the whole system. It's really just 3 rules. For ru verbs, drop ru, add masu. For you verbs, change that u sound to an e sound, add masu. And for our 2 irregulars, just remember shimasu and kimasu. That's it.
So look, you now have the key. You have the entire system for conjugating pretty much any Japanese verb into its polite form. The system is yours. So my only question for you is, with this new power, how many new sentences are you going to go out and create today?